Hello, my name's Paul, and recently I showed you how I carved my chest set on a 3018 machine, and at the very beginning of the video I showed how I set the job centre using guidelines. This was a little bit sort of fiddly and took a little while, but Leighton from Carveco very kindly showed me a method of how to do this a lot easier. So just stick around and I'll show you what Leighton showed me. Whenever you begin a new model on Carveco, you're asked to define your workspace. So let's open a new model and we'll set the dimensions as if I was going to carve a chest piece, which would be 44mm wide and 170mm high, and I'm going to leave the job centre, job origin, down in the bottom left hand corner and click OK. So now we see on the screen that the yellow box represents our piece of wood and the job origin is in the bottom left hand corner. Now, for whatever reason, if you wish to move this job origin, which is your starting point where your spindle will rest before setting off on its carving journey, following the tool paths, and by default Carveco gives you the option to have it in the bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right and the centre. If this isn't convenient for you for whatever reason, maybe sort of clamps get in the way, or you've got a large piece of work and you'd like your job origin to start somewhere else, I'll show you how I did it previously, which was with bringing in guidelines and the rulers, etc. And I had to do this on the 2D view, so bringing in guidelines to create a crosshair and then zooming in to the point there and selecting it with the cursor. But there's a different way to do this, so let's just have a look, and we'll delete these guidelines for now. Just get rid of these, that's it, and delete the guideline and go back to the 3D view and turn the rulers off, which is how I prefer to work. You may choose differently, but if we go to model, we've set our size, and now we can set the position, and a little box pops up, a window. This little box is a leftover from when Carveco originally began, and the expert programmers used this in the predecessor, which was ArtCam, and they worked in pixels. So this is why this is still left here, and you can choose where it goes. I want to choose it with the cursor, and instead of bringing in the guidelines, I'm going to set the real position on this side. And to do this, I need to enter a figure in here. This will be a minus figure, and I want it set in the centre of my material, which is 44mm wide. So I'm going to enter minus 22 and then say OK. That's now set the job origin bang in the centre of my material. But now I want to sort of change this, and I want to move it to a different position. I want to set it on the Y axis, and I'm going to, again, it's a minus figure, so I'm going to enter minus 50 and say OK. Now this moves the job origin 50mm from the bottom and minus 22, which is the centre, and that's exactly where the job origin, your job start point, will be. Now you can set this anywhere within your model space, and that's where your start will be. Well, I hope you found that useful, and you can now get your Job Origin exactly where you require it on your workpiece. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye.